everybody, happy Thanksgiving! Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, although Halloween is a close second. But the reason I love Thanksgiving so much is because it's a time when we don't have to bring gifts or worry about who's giving us what gift or how much we're spending or any of that like gift giving thing that comes along with like the Christmas type holiday. Instead, it's really just like, hey, come over, I made a really good meal, let's hang out and think about what we're thankful for. I think it's pretty awesome. For today's video, I really just wanted to talk with you about Thanksgiving, what traditions I had growing up, what traditions Sean and I have now as a family, and then I wanted to share with you all of the things that I'm thankful for, because there's so much to be thankful for, and that's why I love Thanksgiving so much, is because it's a great reminder to take some time being thankful for all the things that we have. So what traditions I had growing up. It's actually kind of funny when I started putting this video together because I didn't think I had any that might be weird, but we always have a turkey. I'm sure most people always have a turkey. We always do stuffing, but it's never in the turkey because my grandma thinks that then the stuffing is like, I don't know, salmonella'd and bad. And she also says it makes the turkey take forever to cook and then it's dry. So she puts like barely any inside the turkey, like just for flavor, she says. Mainly it's like onions. And then the rest is like cooked in a separate pot. I didn't know that that was weird, but a lot of my friends are like, what? That's why they call it stuffing, because it's stuffed in the turkey. Also, we eat pierogies. I know that sounds weird, but my family's Polish, and so my Aunt Rhonda always brings over the pierogies, and there's like 4 different kinds, and she fries them up as an appetizer. And I love pierogies so much that often by the time we get to Thanksgiving meal, I'm already full. And another funny tradition, when I was talking with Sean about this, is that I don't know who it is. I think it's my Aunt Dina. She always gets like this pork. It's like a Chinese style pork. It's like red on the outside. It's like a smoked pork piece with the spicy mustard, and we always have that as an appetizer too. And no one in our family is Chinese. I don't know why we do that, but we've always done it. And even when I talked to Sean about it, he's like, yeah, I don't know why you guys have that. It is delicious though, so no complaints. Other than that, I think it's pretty traditional. We do the stuffing and the turkey, like I said, mashed potatoes, gravy, always cranberry sauce, never from a can, always made, because, you know, my grandma thinks everything needs to be homemade. And then we have pecan and pumpkin pie. And my papa always makes the homemade whipped cream. So those are just a couple of things that I grew up with. But as an adult now that I don't go home for Thanksgiving every year, Sean and I do sometimes, but we're not always able. And so as a family, things that we've done is always sharing what we're thankful for that year. And I think it's a really good practice for us to be reminded of all the things we're thankful for, because I know that each of us struggles sometimes with negativity. And I think Thanksgiving is a great time to reflect instead on the positive. And also, another thing we do is we make this thing that's called carrot souffle. I got the recipe online years ago, and ever since I made it for the first time, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, it's got to be at every Thanksgiving meal because it's amazing. And now I'd like to share with you some of the many things that I'm thankful for. And obviously this isn't going to cover everything, but these are just some of the things that I myself am thankful for this year. And I would encourage you when this video is over to take some time and think of the things that you're thankful for. And I'll even give you some tips and tricks at the end. If you're struggling with this and you wonder how to do it, I'll give you a few ideas to get you going. But the first thing that I'm really thankful for is honestly Sean and his support. This is hard. I get stressed out. You know, I work 2 jobs essentially, and sometimes it's a lot. And so he's always very calm and very soothing, and I always like to think of him as my port in the storm. And so it's actually really nice, and I'm extremely grateful for all of his support. The second thing that I'm really thankful for is my mom and my family. I talk to my mom every day. I'm one of those people, and she offers a lot of wonderful sage advice for me, and she's truthfully my best friend. And oftentimes when I'm struggling to make a decision, she can help me better navigate it and give me some insight into help me see the whole picture so I can make the right decision. And often when I'm thinking that I made a bad decision and I'm like regretting something, she gives me the courage and support to keep moving forward. And my family's always been there for me, and so I really am grateful for that, because I know that that's actually a luxury. That's not something that everybody has. And so I always enjoy Thanksgiving as a time to call them, connect with them, remind them, tell them how thankful I am for them and for all of their continued support, because without them, I couldn't be me. The third thing I'm thankful for is my Kenyans. all of you, and my quote unquote job. This is the coolest thing I've ever been given the opportunity to do, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I'm not just saying that because this is a video going on YouTube. I constantly tell my friends and family how grateful I am for this job and the ability to connect with you and the wonderful community we've created. I can't even express how much I enjoy the live streams because I get to connect with you one-on-one in the moment, and I feel like I just got to hang out with a bunch of my friends, and that's a luxury. I am super grateful to each and every one of you for all of your support, all of your interaction, all of your shares, all of the things that you've done, not to mention my Patreon patrons who help keep this channel going, and each video is technically brought to you by them because without them I couldn't keep doing this and at the same time, pay my student loans and also have a home and a roof over my head. So I can't say it enough to you. I know that I put these videos out sometimes periodically throughout the year, but I really want you to know how grateful I am for you, how thankful I am that this community has become what it is today. And I've never been more proud of anything in my entire life. I know many of you struggle to come up with things that you're thankful for, but something that I have been working on myself and trying to practice is just being thankful for different parts of my body. Like right now, my lungs work. I'm thankful for that. Write that down. My eyes, they blink. I see you. You see me, right? All of those little things are ways to remind ourselves of how grateful we can be and how thankful we need to be for the fact that we have all of that. Are you indoors? Do you have a home? Do you have running water? A lot of people don't have those things. And I think it's really important to sometimes, if we struggle to think of what we're thankful for, sometimes I just start at the bottom, at the basics, the things that we maybe take for granted. Because if we live a thankful life, I find that then anything on top of that is just like icing on the cake. It's super exciting. And I am so excited for what is to come with our channel. I am so looking forward to 2017 with each and every one of you. And just know, you watching right now, I'm thankful for you. Bye!